Welcome to another video. Today we have the preview of the UFC's fight night in Abu Dhabi. Sandhagen versus Nurmagomedov. Honestly, this is a stacked fight night card. Well, no. Hold on. I know everybody's rumbling about how good this card is, and it's because it's in Abu Dhabi, and they know why it's just kissing the Saudis as the kings and the prince and the princesses. The prince, we see him hold hands with the Riyadh season guy, kissing their hands and doing everything he can to please them, putting stacked cards in there. I know he's trying to promote the sport in that region of the world. And so expect a lot of robberies, for sure. A lot of cheating, a lot of weight misses that the guy that's there monitoring the scale, he'll just swipe it away and says, okay, here comes fucking, who's going to miss? I'll tell you right now who's going to miss weight. Oh, you know what? Umar's going to miss weight. He'll be like, Umar, next fighter to the scale, Umar Nurmagomedov. So he'll be walking there looking great because he did not cut weight. He knows he does not have to cut any weight. He can show up at 140 and they'll say he weighed at 135. So he'll step on the scale, and as soon as he steps on the scale, he'll be like, okay, 135. He is going to miss weight. A lot of cheating, fence grabbing, a lot of biased scorecards for sure towards these fighters that look like the locals, your Nurmagomedovs, your Shara bullets. I see a lot of underdogs here. I think a lot of underdogs will be barking. A lot of close fights. Honestly, it's gonna be pretty good. The main card is a joke. I mean, it's, my God, this could be a pay-per-view event. If you take out, you don't even have to take out any of these fights. That's how good all of them are. You know what? You can take the Shara Bullet fight out of there. Make the Sandhagen fight the co-main event and just throw in fucking whatever championship fight you have. I mean, you could throw in Grasso and Shevchenko here, and it would be a solid, honestly, it would be a great PPV card. God, I fucking hate this world right now. Yeah, this is a joke. I don't know how why would you put Tony Ferguson on the Abu Dhabi card? Oh, man. The heat also, I think the heat could be a factor here. We saw that last time. I know Abu Dhabi is like one of the most futuristic cities in the world, pretty much perfect and beautiful and all man-made. So the architecture there is pretty much perfect. I know they have AC in the facility at the arena, but we saw the last card there, the fighters were sweating their ass off before the fight even started. They were sweating. I'm not saying they got tired. They were sweating because of the heat during their walkout to their cage. Okay, when Bruce Buffer was announcing them, they were already dripping in sweat, so I don't think we'll see a lot of submissions here. If they're not sweating, if they don't get sweaty during their walkout, they will for sure be sweating 2 minutes into the fight. So everybody will be slippery. I don't think the grapplers have a lot of chance on this day. I mean, the UK has to stay up till 5, and these fuckers get it at the right perfect time. And now we have to wake up Well, I mean, we didn't even have to wake up early in the Pacific, but you know what I mean. Also, I mean, the Europeans like to stay up late anyway, so I mean, I don't think it was that terrible of an idea. Maybe if it would have been like 2 hours earlier, it would have been like perfect because the European. I mean, if you've never been to Europe, they stay up pretty late. Like it's midnight and people are still on the streets. Like families are out on the streets, and yeah, so it's not. I mean, it's nothing. I mean, if you've never been there, you probably wouldn't know. But anyways, I think there's some solid spots to make money here. And without any much yapping or further ado, I'll just jump into the breakdowns. Thank you for watching the video. Enjoy the intro. Starting off the card, we have Dumas versus Tiuliulin. This fight was supposed to happen in Saudi Arabia a couple weeks back. Dumas had to pull out because he had some visa issues. Man, whoever loses this is getting cut. Like, we've seen a lot of heads roll last couple weeks. And I mean, Tiuliulin is just 1-4 in the UFC. Dumas, is he 500? Is he above or below? I think he's 2-2, so he's 500. I don't think he's that good of a prospect. He's the much younger guy here, so he's 28. He still has time to improve. He should keep getting better. We saw when the fight versus Fernandes, he looked a lot better on the wrestling department, and he was supposed to be fighting a wrestler. Now we know Fernandes is a quitter, so I mean, is that even a win? Like, that's a free win if you just if you just show up, you probably beat Fernandes. He's coming off a KO loss to Bedoya, a fluke. I know there were some eye pops involved in there, but this guy, he's a decent grappler. He has good striking. I don't think he uses his reach very well because he's very long. I think he has like an 82 inch reach. I don't know that by memory. Has a good jab. And honestly, I mean, for the jab, his jab is very good, but he does not use his reach. I fucking hate that about him. And you never know what's his game plan. I think he I don't want to sound like racist or anything. He looks like he's fighting just for the weed money. I know he looks like a rapper, but I mean, we've seen the dude light up a blunt before, so I mean, technically I'm not wrong there. His wrestling has gotten a lot better. I don't know how I feel about that Josh Frim loss. He lost to Josh Frim, bro. God, I did not remember that. I'm rethinking about this now. I was going with Dumas here. He's also just willing to fight the other guy style. I mean, if he's facing a wrestler, he'll wrestle. If he's facing a striker, he'll strike. If he's facing a grappler, he'll grapple. He's low volume. He's tall. He's quite fast for the division. I'll give him that. But he's very awkward. He has a very awkward stance. He's good all around. I mean, I don't think he has cardio issues. I mean, he'll hold up. He'll hustle. He's not a quitter. And Tiuliulin, man, 36 years old, 3-fight losing streak, 1-4 in the promotion, and man, his only his only win is versus Jamie Pickett. Whoever loses this fight is getting cut for sure. Yeah, no, there's no other way around that. He's a turtle off his back, terrible on the ground, no grappling, no submission defense. You can easily mount this guy. If you throw this guy down, you'll just fall right into mount. That's how terrible he is. He only has a slow 1-2 down the middle. He's tough, but he's tough, but everybody finishes him. So how tough is he? He has power, but I see that. Pretty much anybody that can grapple to a average level will beat Dennis Tiuliulin. And I think Dumas is an average grappler. I don't think he's a bad grappler. So give me Dumas to win a boring decision here. I think he can easily win 2 rounds here. I think he's the better wrestler. He can piece him up from range because Tiuliulin is only good in the pocket. He has good technical boxing there. But mostly he's just looking to brawl. But he's slow, has no striking defense. And if you take him down, that's the round. So I believe Dumas can take him down 2 times here. And that's the fight. That's literally the fight. He could probably even try and pull up a sub once he gets him to the ground. I wanted to bet Dumas, but minus 220 for a guy that is probably below average. Hell no. What's this path to victory for Tiuliulin here? I think he needs to make it ugly and make it fast. If he does not get a first round KO, he's not winning this fight. You could probably get a very nice and decent number on that first round KO for Tiuliulin, but I'm not putting my money on that. And I'm also not betting this fight. No way I could see Dumas win with a ground and pound, with a sub. Could probably KO him on the feet and win a decision. This is Dumas pretty easily. So give me Dumas by decision. Second fight on the card, we have Yahya Herbert versus the Machine. How many machines do we need? Rolando Bedoya. Oh man, Yahya Herbert, for all the shit he gets, I don't think he's as bad as his reputation as the casuals. Not even the casuals. The MMA fans, the MMA community want you to believe. I don't think he sucks. Okay, I think he's a decent striker. I get that he does not have any wrestling capabilities whatsoever. If you take him down, he cannot get back up. He doesn't have terrible, awful takedown defense. But if you take him down, he's not getting back up. I don't see Bedoya wrestling. I think this fight stays on the feet. And if this fight stays on the feet, I think it will go. Herbert is huge. And he's huge. He's big for the division. He's fought much better level of competition. He has that lightweight skill. Has a good jab. He's quite decent from range. He's going to be taller, faster, has more experience, better level of competition. Guy has nice kicks. Has okay power. He definitely does not have enough to drop Bedoya. Chaos Williams couldn't do it, so Yahya Herbert's not going to KO Bedoya here. He's good on the clinch. He'll be the taller fighter here. I just... Man, Herbert, his stock is always low. But I agree with this line, I agree. I think he should definitely be the favorite. There's a lot of unknowns with this kid for Bedoya in this weight class. And besides, I don't think he's very good. He's just so aggro. He's a brawler. He's very entertaining to watch. His fighting style is exciting. He's always marching you down, putting the pressure, has very good volume, throws good kicks. I think those kicks could come in handy here, because Herbert, you can kick Herbert. You can keep the absolute living shit out of him. That front leg, I think he could probably chew it up. Bedoya throws good combos, has very good cardio. I think this is the best way I can describe him. He's a natural fighter, okay? He has very good instincts. He's just a fighter. He knows what to do. But he's not technically sound whatsoever. I mean, this guy does... Go watch the tape on this kid. He does everything wrong. He's always he's always off balance. He's always he rolls punches. But he's just such a dog, man. That pressure, that cardio, that volume. I kind of like Bedoya here. Although he leaves his chin up, he does not know what striking defense is. Does not move his head at all. And I don't know I'm worried about his durability. Because he's going to... did he either get in really good shape? Because he was a fat welterweight. He was not a natural welterweight. He was just fat. I don't think he needs to cut that much weight to make lightweight if he's in shape. He looked great versus Chaos Williams. I thought he won. Man, he was trading with Chaos in the middle, and he looked very good. But then Keenan Song dropped him. So what does he have a chin, or does he have chin issues? Give me the younger guy here. I have to go with Bedoya. I know he's a pretty popular underdog. I will not. I don't think I'll be betting on him. If he was plus 170, plus 160, I would definitely put at least a unit on him. Give me the better chin. And the more volume. I think the optics favor him here. Give me... And also, if he loses, he'll be 0-3 in the UFC. I think this is a must win for him. Give me Bedoya by decision. He outvolumes Herbert, and he'll be the one moving forward. So the optics are on his side here. I'll go with Bedoya by decision. Next up, Victoria's Secret Dudakova. Man, she definitely needs to go with that. That should be her nickname. She looks like a freaking model. She's facing Sam Hughes, Sam Page. Victoria's Secret, she was supposed to fight Gatto back in March. I'm pretty sure she was supposed to fight. That was on the Atlantic City card, right? And with hindsight, she definitely withdrew on purpose because he was losing that fight. He was 100% losing that fight. Gato has looked amazing, and she was not winning that fight. She was not winning that fight. She wanted to keep her 0. She's 25, so she should keep getting better. She's big, okay? This girl cuts. She cuts some weight, to say the least. She bullies. That's what she does. At this weight class, she bullies. This is 115. She's tall. She's big. But I don't think she's as good as her record. And she's not. I mean, for a woman, 8-0, it's not like it's something. But she's definitely... I mean, she's not going to retire undefeated. I think Sam Hughes here has a big chance of pulling the upset. I think this is a live dog. But I mean, the UFC likes Dudakova. I think the UFC likes her because, she looks like a freaking mother. She's beautiful. She's from the region, so, if this is a women's fight. This would 100% go to the judges' scorecards. So, and besides, the way she looks, that's biased towards the judges. But I think, Simon Hughes, she's very tough, but I don't think she's the one to take the 0 from her. Especially not because I think you know what, I'm going with Dudakova by robbery here. I just wanna make this clear. She's not a good striker. She does the same thing that Shauna Bannon was doing. If she was fighting a bigger girl like Bannon was, I honestly don't think she can beat Alice Ardelin, the OnlyFans girl Bannon Mama B fought. No way Dudakova beats that girl. Because I think Bannon's a better striker. Much miles ahead on the striking department than Dudakova. I don't think she beats that girl. But Sam Hughes is nowhere near as big and as physical as that girl. She's very tough and she will fight, but she's not big enough. And she's supposed to be a wrestler, but she sucks. She's not technical. She does not set up her shots. She makes stupid decisions. Ends up on bottom a lot of the time. She has heart and will hustle. It will look like she's actually doing something. And she want to fight with a staph infection on her ass. So she's tough. She's not going to stop. With Sam Hughes, God, she's the girl. If you lose to Vanessa Demopoulos, and that's Demopoulos' only legit win in the UFC versus this girl. I think she got it with an armbar. It was a submission. I don't remember which one. I'm pretty sure it was an armbar. I cannot pick you. No way. I cannot go with a girl that lost to Vanessa Demopoulos. She has good volume, good combinations. She's definitely the better striker. Has a good jab. Throws kicks very well. Has good flanks. She just follows people around. She has very good cardio. Puts the pressure on you. She's a very tough out. Especially for a girl like Dudakova. I don't think she can finish her. She won't die. This girl won't fuck off. Do not put Dudakova on any of your parlays. Do not bet on Dudakova. If you're betting on this fight, probably, I wouldn't blame you if you take a shot on Sam Hughes. I just think that the UFC likes Dudakova. So if this goes to the judges, she's cute. She's undefeated. This is in Abu Dhabi. She's from the region. And Sam Hughes, she's a dog, so she'll keep him around even if she loses. The problem with Hughes is she's a bad defensive wrestler and will be the much smaller fighter. But she gets back up. She's very good there. And that could be the difference. Honestly, that could be the difference. If she's able to get back up, I think she pieces Dudakova up on the feet. And we know what type of fighters Sam Hughes beats. She beats low-level girls that shouldn't be in the promotion. I'm not high on Dudakova at all. I think she's bad. But I think she's a notch above that. Like, I think she could have a decent career in the UFC. I think she's mid. She'll never sniff the rankings unless she gets layups and a cakewalk. But she will beat cans. And give me Dudakova by route right here. I think Sam Hughes will have the better moments on the feet for sure. But if Dudakova takes her down and has 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes of control time, they're definitely giving the round to her. They don't want her to lose. So give me Dudakova by decision. Next up, Kutateladze versus Vucenic. Finally, a Kutateladze fight week. A lot of canceled bouts with this guy. That's been his story. He fights every 2 years, it seems. I know it's more, I think he fights once a year, but it's been so long. And he's so good. He's a beast. He's pretty much the perfect MMA fighter, man. I think the only knock on him is his cardio. I think he fades late. But he's an amazing striker, an amazing grappler, can defend the takedown, has very nice kicks, but he gets tired at the end of the fights. Has decent enough volume. I think he can be caught up being a little bit low volume sometimes, but he sets up his shots beautifully. He throws very good combinations. He works the body too, mixes in the kicks to the body. Is a good wrestler, good offensive wrestler too, can shoot for those takedowns. Good ground and pound if he takes you there. Has decent jiu-jitsu. But man, I think this guy lacks killer instinct. I say that and I probably sound like a clown because this guy has 12 wins and 10 stoppages. Let me double check that. He has 7 KOs and 1 sub, and I would say he lacks killer instinct. That's a 75% finishing rate. I just feel like he does not really go for the kill. I know he lost to Brenner. He lost to... What's the other guy's name? The guy that's probably retired now. What's this guy? I'm going to kick myself once I read his name. Ismagulov. He lost to Ismagulov, a very close split decision. He could have arguably won that fight. I think this is a good bounce back spot for him. How is he only 1-2 in the UFC? 1, he never fights. And 2, he either gets injured or his opponent gets injured or their opponents just stuck him. Honestly, Elvis Brenner made a career out of beating this guy. That's when the whole Elvis Brenner train started. And I don't think Brenner's that good. We'll get to him later here. He's fighting Vucenic, the sensation from Cage Warriors. And you know I love me some Cage Warriors, man. I think those guys are legit. It's definitely one of the best promotions outside of the UFC. They have some killers, man. He's been in some wars, fought and beat some very good level of competition. He's a 2-1 underdog. Is he a 2-1 underdog still? I think the line's coming down. Anyways, this is up a weight class on short notice, fighting a beast. I don't think he has much of a chance here. Because, Kutateladze is huge, man. He's pretty much 6 feet tall. It seems like he cuts a shit ton of weight. That's probably why he doesn't fight very often. Vucenic, though, he's highly, highly talented, highly skilled. He will have the featherweight skill advantage. And he's young. He's 28, so he'll keep getting better. He's a good grappler. He's a good striker. I don't think he has that power. So he's not... I think he's going to have a hard time getting Guram's respect. So that's probably an issue for him here. He's not going to... He won't be able to big bro Guram. Because Guram is huge. He also won't have the range he works at. Because Vucenic... I don't think I can go as far as saying he's a weight bully, but he's big. He's quite big for 45. Has that reach over a lot of opponents. And this guy didn't he fought like a week ago? I swear I saw his finish on X like a week ago. Easy first round finish at featherweight. That's his natural weight class. Honestly, I think he's just anxious to make his UFC debut. I think he's been waiting for this moment too long. Unfortunately for him, I don't think he has much of a chance. I think Kutateladze pieces him up for 2 rounds. If he's not very beat up, he could win round 3. He could maybe even catch Kutateladze with a sub on the 3rd round. I honestly like this fight for Kutateladze, so just hammer Kutateladze moneyline, and you can hedge with that 3rd round sub, because Kutateladze will fade. And Vucenic is isn't he on a 4-fight sub streak? I mean, that he's very good. He's a very good grappler. So if you're picking Vucenic, just take him by submission. And if you wanna get greedy and crazy, go with the 3rd round sub. I really like that play. I'm waiting for the line. If I can get like plus 2,000, I'm definitely putting a unit on that shit. Absolutely. I think we can also see Kutateladze clip him on the 1st round. I think he could probably get caught. But I don't think Kutateladze will go for that. I think he knows Vucenic is dangerous. So he'll probably fight from range. 15-minute fight. Give me Kutateladze by decision. Next up, Shamil Gaziev versus Dontel Mays, Lord Kong. This is a layup. This is a gift for your favorite heavyweight fighter. Everybody's favorite heavyweight fighter, the Blob, Gaziev. He has enough gas for a 3-round fight, especially versus a fighter like Mays. Gaziev is fast and very nimble when he has gas. If he's not tired, he looks like a middleweight. He looks fast. I think he can win however he wants. Honestly, I think he can wrestle for 3 rounds and dominate.
I think he can knock him out, or he can get him down and submit him. He's better everywhere. Mace is slow. He telegraphs his overhands. Slow, throws a lot of slow, loopy punches. Looks like he's throwing a baseball when he's swinging. He's very low volume. He's your typical fighter of this new heavyweight era that I hate and despise. He's very low level, and he's always trying to conserve his energy so he does not go into cardiac arrest. Man, this guy was losing to Andrei Arlovski. He was losing to Andrei Arlovski like 2 or 3 fights ago. He is terrible. He sucks. That knockout saved his career. He's probably going to get cut after this fight. He sucks. He's terrible. He's on a terrible run. He's tough, though. I'll give him that. But that's only because he's huge, man. This guy, he definitely cuts weight to make 265. He probably walks around at 300 pounds. He's 6'6". But Gaziev is just better everywhere, man. Put your house on it. I think he gets it done by decision. And yeah, I'm betting on Gaziev moneyline. Next up, we have Muhammad Yahya versus Kai Fernandes. Muhammad Yahya sucks. He's terrible. He is awful. He's only here because he's the local guy. He's the hometown hero. He's from the UAE. He's skinny. He's not much of a fighter. I mean, what even is he? Is he a grappler? I don't think he's a grappler. He's not a good striker. He's definitely not a wrestler, although he has okay takedown defense. He's a counter striker that hates pressure, so I mean that does not even make sense. He's always backing up against the fence, has no idea where he is, he's not aware of anything. He doesn't have any talent. I guess the best part of his game are his kicks, and they're okay. He throws straight shots, which is, straight shots are always better than loopy, meaty hooks. He has the better cardio. That's for sure. He will definitely have a cardio advantage. But he's kind of chinny. We've seen him get dropped. I think Trevor Peek dropped him at least 2 times in that fight. He lifts his chin up, and he's a turtle off his back. He's not... Like I said, he does not have any awareness once he's on the cage. He's a turtle off his back. The guy doesn't have any submission defense. He has no idea what he's supposed to do once the fight hits the mat. Kai Fernandes, on the other hand, he's only good for 1 round. Really, he only has 5-minute cardio. He has very clean striking with a nasty back kick that he uses very well, and he sets it up very well. He hides it. He's a 4-1 favorite here, which is insane. Kai Fernandes, a 4-1 favorite. I think he's the biggest. Isn't he like isn't he the second biggest favorite on the card? I think he's only behind Michael Chiesa. He's minus 600, which is also insane. But I mean, Yahya is the only fighter I can think of that justifies this line. So I don't think he should be favorite 4-1 against anybody. But if I had to pick a fighter, it would definitely be Muhammad Yahya. Both of these guys are looking for their first win inside the octagon. Kai Fernandes gets tired. He gasses. He cannot put 15 minutes of work. He's willing to be on his back a lot, although, I mean, Yahya's not shooting for takedowns. Has good submissions. He has very good jiu-jitsu. That's probably the best part of his game. Although his striking it's pretty decent. It's not bad. He has nice kicks. That back kick, I think he could caught Yahya with a back kick to the head. He's better. He's the better striker. Has a good ground game. Has decent power. But that cardio is definitely an issue, and we've seen Yahya go 20 minutes. I know that time he was not in the UFC, but this is... I don't think I could say Fernandes. No, you know what? This is probably the hardest, the more skilled opponent he's ever faced, for sure. I think Fernandes is more skilled than Trevor Peak. So this is a huge step up in competition for Yahya. But I think he can... I think he wins. I think he's going to beat him. I think he can pull out the win, because if he survives, which I think he can survive that first round. A gassed Fernandes, although is probably still twice the fighter that Yahya is. But we're in Abu Dhabi, and if the fight's close, they'll give him the fight. I'm going with Yahya by decision. I don't think Fernandes has much finishing potential, not even against a guy like Yahya. He's the local guy. He needs a win. He's from the UAE. This is in Abu Dhabi. We know how the things go there. Give me Yahya by decision. Next up, our feature prelim fight of the night. Alonso Menifield versus Asamat Muzrakanov. I kind of want to go with Menifield here, because I don't think Muzrakanov is that good. Yeah, he's undefeated. He's on a roll. The UFC likes him. But if you were to rank every undefeated fighter that's in the promotion right now, he would be at the very bottom of that said list. And this is a concern here. He had pneumonia 8 months ago. His gas tank was pretty bad before that. So how is that gas tank going to hold up here? I think that's an issue. He is undersized here. Menifield is huge. Has always had gas tank problems. He's very aggro. He will push and get in your face. He's a decent striker, decent wrestler. I think he's due for a loss. I think he's not very talented or skilled. And he's not a future champ. This guy's not retiring undefeated. I don't think he's a top 10 guy. I know this division sucks. It's terrible this week. Nobody's beating Pereira anyways. But I don't think he's top 10. I think if he doesn't lose versus So here, I think he's 100% loses his next fight. Unless it's a step down in competition. But, I mean, who in the top 10 would be a step down in competition? He can be caught being too patient sometimes. He's a counter striker trying to counter strike. These guys have very similar styles. Both throw meaty hooks. Looking for counter strike. Muzrakanov is the better wrestler. But that gas tank is definitely a concern, especially after his sickness. He has good power. With Menifield, everybody's hating on him and shitting on him for being an idiot for what he did versus Ulberg. Just rushed in like a fucking... like an idiot, like a meathead. But he has never heard of striking defense. And is his chin gone? I worry about his chin, especially after his last fight, that knockout from Olberg. Is his chin gone? He's always had that one shot power, but I think he has awful technical striking. He looks sloppy. He swings like a drunk. That being said, he has decent footwork and good movement from distance. He's a good counter striker. Can be a little too patient sometimes, just like Muzrakanov. But I think he conserves his energy. He does not want to fade. He does not want to gas in the later rounds. That's why he can be caught being low volume. And we see him he try to go for the finish. When he senses a finish, he goes for it and does not get it. He gasses. So he doesn't have a very good gas tank. His grappling is not awful anymore. I think he can defend those takedowns. Honestly, if it wasn't for his chin, I would 100% go with Menifield here. But I have to go with Muzrakanov. I think he chins him in the second round. I'm not betting this fight. No way I'm betting this fight. I think this could be a very boring hug fest against the fence for 3 rounds. But give me the more reliable chin here. Give me Muzrakanov by second round knockout. Next up, opening up our main card in Abu Dhabi, we have Joel Alvarez versus Elvis Brenner. This is going to be a hell of a fight. This is going to be a war, a barn burner for as long as it lasts. I don't see how we see the scorecards here. I mean, Joel Alvarez is a finisher. Brenner is a finisher. This is going to be great. And I like Joel Alvarez here. Look at his goddamn losses, man. I don't believe that's Elvis Brenner. I'm sorry, but if it takes Arman Sarukian, fucking Ismagulov, back when Ismagulov was a thing, like 5 years ago, I think he fought like pre-COVID versus Ismagulov. And Arman Sarukian, that's not Elvis Brenner. I'm sorry. I know he's got a lot of hype, and I believe Elvis Brenner made his career off of knocking Kutateladze. That's when his whole hype train started. And he's a good striker, and he has legit power, man. This guy hits like a truck. But I don't think he's that good. What concerns me here is that Elvis Brenner is now with the Fighting Nerds. And you know how highly I think of that camp. But I'm still going Joel here. He is huge. He's 6'3". Would he even make weight? I mean, we've seen him miss weight like 3 times in his career. He cuts a shit ton of weight. That's probably why we don't see him very often. He's a jiu-jitsu nerd. But I think he has hands. He definitely has hands. His striking is not terrible. Probably because, I mean, he's got like a 78-inch reach, which is insane for the weight class. He throws so he can close distance and shoot. But I think he can hurt you. And he's way more than just a dynamic grappler. He has some solid boxing. Has a good jab. Has some very nice kicks. And he throws volume. He has good volume. He'll give it to you. Yeah, this is going to be a war, super exciting fight. I think this could be the fight of the night if the main event turns into a hugging with blanking fest from either one of those guys. I think We could even see some wrestling from Sandhagen. My only concern here really is, Brenner's power, and that we've seen Joel. He sometimes gets too comfortable being on his back. He accepts bottom position because his jiu-jitsu is just so good. And I don't like when the guy you're betting or your pick is on bottom. I hate how that looks. But if he takes Brenner to the ground, it's over. Not only is he not getting back up, he's getting subbed. I know Elvis Brenner's got some slick jiu-jitsu, but Joel Alvarez, he's on another level. With Brenner, his last fight was a concern. Everybody was on him, same as this week. Everybody is on Brenner, and I get it. Joel, I think Joel is a great hammer. He's if he's on the offense, he's great. But if you pressure him and you give him trouble, I don't believe he is as good. And with Brenner, he never stops. He won't die. He's super tough. We saw in his last fight he was getting mauled by Oral, and I don't believe he's that good. He's good, but he's not better than Joel Alvarez. He's not more skilled. He's not more skilled than Joel Alvarez. I'm sorry. And he dominated Brenner on the ground. We saw. I know he had some control time, and out of nowhere, Brenner would put a reversal on him. He's not doing that to Joel Alvarez. If he does that, he'll get his back and he'll choke him out. He made a very questionable decision on the last round. I thought, if he did not gifted that third round to Oral, that fight ends in a draw. He was winning that third round, and he shoot. What did he do? Did he shoot for a takedown? I think he shot for a takedown and got reversed. I'm pretty sure. I'm positive that's what happened. I don't know. He made a stupid decision and gifted the fight. That's what I'm trying to say. He does a shit ton of damage, but he also takes a lot of damage when he's moving forward. He has no head movement, no defense. He was getting tagged by Oral on the feet as well. And he just kept moving forward, eating shots, moving forward. He's super tough, man. I'll give him that. If Joel lets his ego get in the way and he's like overconfident here, thinking Brenner is not that good and stays too long on the feet and engages in like some brawls and is willing to throw in the pocket, Brenner will put him to sleep. Okay? He will put him to sleep. And Brenner's never been finished, which is a concern here for Alvarez because I don't think he wins a decision. I really don't see Joel Alvarez winning a decision. I think he probably wins round 1. Round 2, if he does not get Brenner out on round 2, I think Brenner has round 3 because of the optics and the fighting style. I don't know how much damage could Joel Alvarez take from Elvis Brenner because he hits fucking hard, man. It's hard. That guy has like a death touch. He has. I'm not saying Alex Pereira's power, but it's up there, you know. But I'm going here with Joel Alvarez. I really believe in this guy. He is good, okay? I think he can take Brenner down on the first round. And Brenner's good and slick, so I think he survives. But then in the second round, Alvarez takes him down again and submits him. He takes his back and chokes him out. I'm going with Alvarez by second round sub. And I'm betting on Alvarez by finish. I think he can either ground and pound him or sub him when this fight hits the mat. I got that at even money plus 100. I'm betting on Alvarez by finish. And give me Alvarez by second round sub. He will be the first guy to finish Elvis Brenner. Next up, Mackenzie Dern versus Lupi Godinez. I love Lupi here. I love Lupi in general, and I love Lupi here in this spot. She is incredibly talented, but she's just so, dumb. She makes so many mistakes. She's highly skilled, highly talented, great athlete, great wrestler, decent hands, good volume. She will be much faster here, the better and cleaner boxer. As long as she does not make a mistake or a dumb decision on the ground, she should wipe the floor with Dern. To be fair, Dern hasn't submitted nobody in years. And Lupi has good sub-defense, so, even if she does some stupid shit on the floor and Mackenzie tries a fucking those weird submissions that don't work in the UFC anymore. I think Dern is jiu-jitsu is so overrated nowadays. And with Mackenzie, you never know what's up with her. Is she committed? Is she not? What's on her mind? She's always been very weird. She's on a fighting skid now, so maybe that changes things. There's really no shame on his 2 losses, and I think this is the best losing streak on her career. She has gotten better. Her hands definitely got better than when it all started. Her wrestling is not awful anymore. Her jiu-jitsu is still good, but she's slow, can't wrestle. Her striking defense is terrible. I think that's the theme here on this card. A lot of fighters that have no idea or have never heard or trained striking defense ever. She leaves her chin up, but she's very tough and won't fuck off. She won't stop coming. She won't stop moving forward. She won round 3 versus Amanda Lemos. You gotta give her props for that. She's incredible on the ground. Although I think she's overrated now that I'm really I made some research here. She's overrated. And even at first I thought what if Lupi decides to wrestle? In the only matchup she shouldn't wrestle, and Mackenzie caught her in a sub. Lupi has good sub defense, and Dern is overrated. This is Lupi, super easy. I'm not even betting the money line. I'm betting Lupi by decision at plus 140. That's great. I'm getting greedy, but she's not finishing Dern. Dern is very tough. She does not have the Lemos power, and she's not gonna sub Mackenzie Dern. So this is Lupi by decision. I love this play. This is my best play this week. Believe it or not, I have $1,000. I have $1,000 bet on Lupi on multiple bets. Because you cannot just hammer the method of the win. So I have some money on the Lupi by decision, and I have $700 on Lupi money line. She's going to wipe the floor with Mackenzie Dern on Saturday. And there's no point in betting the money line. She's not a finisher. She's never finished anybody before. And Mackenzie Dern is tough. She is not going to get finished by Lupi. Lupi by decision. I love this play. Next up, El Cucuy, Tony Ferguson, and Michael Chiesa. this will be very hard to watch. This man needs help. He doesn't have any business being on a cage fighting. Man, I hope he loses so he can retire. And you know, he probably won't even retire. The UFC just needs to cut him. Please. Please get rid of this guy. He has CTE. It's over. Please, he needs help. Put him in a fucking mental facility. I get the line is tempting, but please don't do it. You know what? If you're even like thinking of betting and putting at $20 on Tony this week, please save that money. And when in a couple of years, when Tony starts a GoFundMe page for his CT treatment and he's all fucked up, donate those $20 then. Please don't bet on Tony Ferguson. Save that money and donate it for his GoFundMe page in a couple of years. Okay? This guy needs help. He shouldn't be fighting anymore. I don't know why he's doing this. He's crazy. He needs help. Please cut him, Dana. Cut this man from the UFC because he won't retire. And if you cut him, I don't want to see him in any other promotion. Please don't side Tony Ferguson. Chiesa, he will do everybody a favor here. He's going to do a favor to Dana, the UFC, the fans, Tony Ferguson's fans, and Tony himself by finishing him on the first round. That's where I'm going here. Chiesa by first round sub. He does not have the power to hurt him. That's why they match him with Tony, so he can submit him very easily. He's bigger, stronger. He's sane. He's not crazy. Bet Chiesa. I'm betting Chiesa to win in round 1 plus 300. I think the money line is outrageous. I think it climb up all the way to minus 700. Two old guys. Just please, Chiesa will put an end to all this madness. He's going to submit Tony in the first round. Next up, Vera versus Figgy, Davison Figueiredo. Man, Chito at plus money here versus a midget. I know he's not a midget, but Figueiredo's not big. Don't overthink this. I don't know why everybody is on Figueiredo. Money keeps coming on him. It does not make any sense. He has to out-volume and outwork a fucking horse for 15 minutes. A much bigger, more physical, tougher. Cheeto hits harder. It's not going to happen, okay? I don't get this line. This is Cheeto all day. He can't die. He will be so big. I don't think this is a good matchup for Figgy. And even if he wins, I mean, what's he gonna do now? I mean, does the UFC give him a title shot? I mean, Vera just fought O'Malley, right? The winner of Sandhagen and Umar will probably fight O'Malley after he beats Merab. And if Figgy beats Vera, is he next in line? Like, I don't think so. I don't think he can beat Cheeto, honestly. I know he's a freak athlete. He's super strong. Has good jiu-jitsu. Great hands. But I think he fucks around too much. I don't think he has a cardio issue like some people want you to believe. But, I mean, Cheeto has round 3 in the bag. He just does. And I think he can win the second round. Because that's how Marlon Vera fights. Figueiredo will probably win round 1. So, you know what? I just don't even bet Vera pre-fight. Just wait for him to lose the first round. Because he always loses round 1. So just wait and you could probably get, plus 1 at least plus 170, plus 180. If you're lucky, you could probably get plus 2-1 on Vera. My God, what a great line that is. I don't think Figgy. I mean, we know he's not finishing Vera. That's a lock. So no, we know this fight is going distance. And I like Vera by decision here. On a great, very exciting fight. I just don't see how Figgy wins this. I don't think he can win round 3. Oh, wait. He's not winning round 3. Figgy has one round. Vera has round 3. And I trust more Cheeto because he's going to be bigger. You know, he's not going to stop. I know Figgy has good volume as well. But Vera hits hard, man. I don't think Figueiredo's going to like that. I know Figueiredo's is definitely the more skilled fighter. I mean, he's a former flyweight, so you know how good you have to be a champion in that division. But I think he's going to be a much smaller man here. I know he's been fighting some taller guys in this division. I mean, he fought Rob Font. We just saw him finish Corey Garbrandt in UFC 300. But man, Garbrandt, he looked good until he made a mistake. Yeah, I don't get this line. This is Cheeto all day for me. I love this play. Just wait till Vera loses first round 1. He's going to lose the first round. So just wait and get a much better line on, and I'm very confident on Cheeto. I think he takes a comfortably 29-28 decision here. Next up, Mr. Movie Star himself, Shara Bullet versus Michal Oleksiejczuk. I don't think this is a good matchup for Nurmagomedov here. I think he loses his serial in Abu Dhabi. I think Oleksiejczuk can get it done. We see that Oleksiejczuk is a turtle off his back. He's a terrible wrestler, terrible grappler. Nurmagomedov's not going to do that, and that's the recipe to beat Oleksiejczuk. That or knock him out, obviously. Sorry, I just don't see the killer instinct in Nurmagomedov. I don't see no urgency. He just kicks, doesn't throw any punches. I know he's big and fast, has some very exciting kicks, but I don't see killer in him. I don't see killer in him. It took him until the 3rd round to finish Chokoli. Chokoli was gassed after 1 minute in that fight. And I'm not a big fan of Nurmagomedov. Now he's doing movies and shit. No fucking way. And even if Oleksiejczuk makes it ugly and pushes him up against the fence, I think he's going to drop Nurmagomedov. I think he's gonna KO him. I don't like Nurmagomedov at all. He's a good kickboxer, but he only has dynamic kicks. He lifts his chin up. Nah, man, and Oleksiejczuk's not going to wrestle. And he's a dog, man. He's great at crowding the pocket and pressuring. And Shara is not going to be comfortable there. He's definitely not gonna like that. Has a cardio advantage. Definitely has a cardio advantage here. He has power, man. Oleksiejczuk has power. We saw him hurt. He dropped Kevin Holland. And Kevin Holland has a granite chin. He definitely can KO Shara here. He's going to derail his train. He's a very good bouncy boxer style. He'll put the pressure. He can grind him against the fence. And unless he gets caught with a liver shot, a kick to the body, he's going to KO Oleksiejczuk. He's going to KO Shara Magomedov. I don't buy the hype. I think the guy's a douche. He looks super cool. Like, I have to give him that. But he's going to get derailed. The hype is over. He's going to lose his serial. This undefeated prospect. I don't think he's that good. I don't think I never saw a champion in him. He could probably be around top 15. But no, I don't even see top 15 in him. Give me Oleksiejczuk to win by second round knockout. I don't think those tip kicks and front leg kicks will keep Oleksiejczuk at range, which is what Magomedov's trying to do. And even then, I think a lot of people will be on Magomedov, like straight up money line on a lot of parlays. But I see a lot of people will put Magomedov by KO, and he's not finishing Oleksiejczuk, man. I don't think he gets caught. I don't see killer. I think if you like Shara, play him by decision. I don't think he can finish Oleksiejczuk. I'm getting super greedy here. I'm going with Oleksiejczuk by KO plus 500. I think that's a great number. I'm not high on Magomedov at all. Give me Oleksiejczuk by second round KO. And I'm betting on Michelle Oleksiejczuk by KO at 5-1 odds. Next up, we have our main event, and what a fight this is going to be. I know it could turn into a hug fest from either one of these guys. I think if Corey knows he has 2 rounds on the back. Could he try to wrestle? Maybe. He'll definitely play it safe. And Nurmagomedov, this guy, he's a stud. And I think he can dominate Sandhagen for 4 or 5 rounds if he decides to just wrestle his ass off. But before I get into the breakdown, I want to talk to you about a giveaway. I don't know if it's a giveaway. I did it the last week with the in the Manchester card. If you leave in the comments a method and round where you think a KO or submission is going to happen, even if you can go by decision. If you pick a fight perfectly, I'll send you like $10 via PayPal or Cash App, Venmo, Zelle. So you just have to comment down below you can pick you can even throw predictions for every single fight. You just cannot do Sandhagen by KO first round and then comment Sandhagen by KO second round and then Sandhagen KO third round. No, you cannot do that. You can only pick one per fight. So, me, I would go Godinez by decision. That would be, if I were commenting, that's what I would do. That would be my play. But anyways, back to the breakdown. This line doesn't make any sense, and it's scaring the shit out of me. What do the odds makers know? My conclusion is, the only explanation that I can think of that actually makes sense on why this line is 3-1. I believe it's all the millionaires and, that all the oil money pouring on Nurmagomedov. Because they like him, they can relate to him. He's Muslim and whatnot. So yeah, that's probably the bookies are they're receiving a lot of money on Nurmagomedov because they like him, they want him to win. They can just throw away money. They're so rich, they don't even care. Because everybody is on Corey. And I think Corey... honestly, I don't think Corey's winning this fight. I have Nurmagomedov winning this pretty easily. And if not, if Corey wins, I think he's getting robbed. I just don't see Nurmagomedov losing. Not in Abu Dhabi. We know how shady things are there. It's just the way it goes. If we see a similar fight to last week's main event, Belal Edwards, I think if Nurmagomedov fights like Edwards and Sandhagen like Belal, I think they give the fight to Nurmagomedov. You give round 3 to Nurmagomedov, you give round 5 to Nurmagomedov, and they would make a stupid case for them to give Nurmagomedov round 1. And that's a robbery, because Belal won. It wasn't even that close in that first round. So I think this is more by decision all day. This fight was supposed to happen a year ago. I think this is a bad matchup for Corey. I don't think this... I mean, yeah, he's incredibly long, has that swagger, great volume, very accurate, great kicks, great movement, very fluid. His wrestling has gotten a lot better. We saw that in the Cheeto fight. He works the body incredibly. Beautiful, great striker, so good. But I just think he underperforms sometimes. He can't do that. And I don't think he can defend the takedown at all, but he does get back up like pretty easily. That could be a major problem here if he just keeps getting taken down. And this guy is either a genius or a fucking idiot with all his spinning shit that he throws. I hate that. I don't think he can get away with that here. His jiu-jitsu is not as good as he thinks he is. He will mess around, pull guard, be comfortable on his back. I don't think he's a very good jiu-jitsu fighter. If he gets pressured, that volume starts to fade in the later rounds. So if Nurmagomedov... both of these guys have cardio for days. But I think Nurmagomedov is a fucking beast. He's a stud, so he won't stop pressuring. And Corey will fade. So I think Corey's path of victory here is win the first 3 rounds. I don't see him winning round 4 or round 5. And even if it's close, Nurmagomedov is winning a decision 1,000 times out of 100. He's not losing a decision in Abu Dhabi. They don't care. They want this guy to win. He's a completely different style than the other Nurmagomedovs. He's the other Nurmagomedov. He's a striker and he's so good, man. He has Taekwondo style kicks. He's great from distance. He's a striker, but my God, is he a great wrestler. He's so good in the wrestling department too. He takes you down. That's the round. You're not getting back up. I want to see what Corey does because I don't think Corey's faced a wrestler as good as Nurmagomedov yet. And I know Nurmagomedov has not faced anybody in the UFC. Like anybody. Look at his wins. His path to here, it's a joke. He's jumping from single A all the way to the majors here. He has not beaten anybody. But to be fair, nobody wants to fight him because he's such a beast. He's a stud. I think he's better than Corey. I think he's definitely better than Corey. I think he's up there with Merab and O'Malley. I think those are the top 3 guys in this division. He has great kicks, moves good, has good speed. Although his kicks are very good, he doesn't not use them very often. He does not engage in the pocket. So he just wants to fight from range. I don't think he's jumping the line here. I guess Jan still there. Technically, Jan's still there. So, he's not... This is not as big of a jump as everybody wants to make it seem. They just hate the Dagestanis. That the Muslim think they do have privilege, but this is not as outrageous as everybody wants you to believe. And I think he can easily do what Alja did. Take him down, take his back, choke him out. Would not surprise. I wouldn't be surprised if he submits Corey Sandhagen. Like, honestly, you can take Sandhagen down, and his jiu-jitsu is not good. I think he can choke him out. He's definitely the stronger guy here. Better athlete. I know Sandhagen is a freak athlete as well, but, those Russians, they're built different, if you know what I'm saying. So give me Nurmagomedov by decision. There's no way I'm betting this fight. If I were to bet, I'd definitely take the over. I think we're seeing the scorecards in this fight. I don't think Sandhagen has much finishing potential. And Nurmagomedov, he's not KOing Sandhagen unless it's a ground and pound. And could he submit him? Yeah, but I really don't see it. I think these guys will play it slow. I think we'll start slow and very careful, very methodical. This is a 5-rounder. But give me Nurmagomedov to keep his 0. And we'll probably see him fight the winner of Merab and O'Malley by next year, probably. Start of, like February, January, maybe March. Yeah, that's the end of the video. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you. Don't forget to leave the comment down below so you can enter and have a chance to win $10 so you can put it on. So you don't put it on Tony Ferguson. You wait and you donate that money for his GoFund page in a couple of years because that will be circling around. Mark my words, that's my lock of the week. I think that's more probable. I think I'm more confident in that than Godinez winning by decision for sure. But I appreciate you guys. I'll leave a like. That would help me out a lot. It would mean a lot to me. And yeah, subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'll see you on the recap on Monday.